Welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. No new yarn, sadly. But I've got all these gorgeous ones just waiting for me to use, so not so sad. I got another diamond dart from Temu. This one is from my hall bathroom. I really wanted it, love it, it's fantastic. Did a little diamond art today. I just woke up about an hour ago with lots of my arthritis pains. My hand is flaring up. So hopefully I could get a little more done on my shirt. But I have made some really good headway on my daughter's end of the school year gift. Hopefully, I am going to get that done in time. I may have to make some adjustments because I'm really struggling with the piece here. I have to make two. I've made one, and I make the other one, and it doesn't seem to work out. I don't know how this is working. I'm counting. I am counting. Maybe I'm miscounting because the little one keeps on talking to me about weirdo things. Don't even ask. Anyways, glad you're here. Let's get started. So we're hitting the end stretch on this beauty, getting to the last couple rows, and then I think I'm going to do a single crochet to end off. I am not sure, but I think I might have done the v-neck a little bit too much, so I will have to see what I can do about that. It might be a little too deeper than I'd like. Temu came through today. FedEx brought me this lovely package with this fun yarn ring. It's really cute. It's a little bit on the flimsy side, so I don't know how long it's going to last. Probably not long. It was only $1.17. But I thought it was adorable, so I thought, why not? I do really like the ring so far for the thinner cottons and whatnot. I'm really finding that it's making a world of difference. Today was a very, very lovely day. My type of weather. Very mild. My middle daughter came out of school. We walked down to the library, which is like 15 minutes away. Mostly flat. I overdressed. Shouldn't have worn pants, but I did. Thinking because it was forgetting that I was going to be walking and the weather was so mild that I should be fine, but no. I should have worn shorts. I should have remembered. But that's alright. We got my girls signed up for their summer reading programs. Oh, got you upside down. Here we go. That helps. Super excited to see the Yarn Geeks video today. I guess Hobie sent her a bunch of Halloween yarn, which is my jam. I love their Halloween colorways. And it looks like a couple that I'm really wanting from last year that I could not afford have come back, which, oh my goodness, between that and that Honey Bunny Candy, the black one with the neon colors, reminds me of a sweatshirt that I had as a girl in the 90s, and I really want to make a pullover out of that just for myself to wear in the winter. I absolutely love the vibe that's putting off, and I keep thinking about it, so I'm going to have to figure out a little bit of finagling on that one. But definitely on my must-get new list. I've only got a few things on there, the Halloween ones and that I really tried to become a tester for the Honey Bunny, but sadly I was not chosen twice. But I would have loved to make a sweatshirt out of that, and I still may have to. So yeah, I find with the yarn ring that it's really helping ease up the pressure on this hand, because it is my tension hand that I find I'm getting the most pain. I did something to my wrist. I don't know what I did, but I keep on hurting it with like bending it the wrong way or putting too much weight on it. It's really weak. I'm not sure what's going on with it. I do sleep with my compression gloves, so that helps quite a bit bring down the swelling and whatnot, but I use my hands all the time. I'm a hands girl. If I'm not doing crafting, I'm using my hands to stroke my kid's hair, turning pages in a book, cleaning, yay cleaning, as I'm sitting on some clean towels that I just don't feel like doing. Crochet was calling to me when I woke up tonight after having a bit of a couple hours of sleep. I've got a sleepy time tea on the side, but I'm mostly really excited that I'm so close to the end because I really want to wear this shirt. I'm doing the opposite. I hear a lot of people doing where I'm getting more motivated the closer I am to the end because I can see the end of the line, and I want to be wearing this for next week when the heat hits 30s, because that's melty weather. You know, if I can just get away with a sports bra under it and probably my imported palazzo pants made out of like the thinnest black linen, I'll be laughing. That's gonna be great. I'll feel super fancy even. Yeah, now that's got my groove going. I really am liking how this is making this a lot smoother for me, especially with these being separate strands. Sorry, I got mesmerized by the beauty of the purple. Never really been a huge purple fan, but holy, this purple is just, it mesmerizes me. And again, purple is a royal color. From what I remember from history, it was the hardest color to come up with. That's why it became royal. It was very expensive to do the dyeing process to find the supplies. I would have to do a quick look up back to see the most common items used for dyeing purples. I'm sure somebody knows off the top of their head, but I can't think of it right now. A little groggy. Alright, I have a few more things for show and tell, but I am absolutely loving the yarn rings. I am very pleasantly surprised. I thought maybe they were kind of a gimmicky piece where I wouldn't like them, and I'm finding it's really helping relieve that stress on my hand, which is a godsend because there's so many projects I want to work on, and when your hand's hurting and your mind can't stop thinking about crochet, oh my goodness, it is just horrible. I see people getting like carpal tunnel surgeries, and how that would just drive a person crazy because you want to get back to your loving favorite activities and you can't. My mom's had the carpal tunnel surgeries, and just listening to her talk about how it was so hard to not do any crafts, because like I said before, we come from a long line of crazy crafting ladies. Sewing, knitting, crochet, needlework. You name it, somebody in my family has done it. Whoa, wood burning. Yeah, we used to have a good wood burning set. Probably not the best thing to let an 11-year-old play with, but I was pretty responsible. I didn't burn my house down. Kind of want to get one, but with my kids as young as they are, I don't think that's the best idea, and that's just another thing to add to my pile of things I like to do. But it would look really cool on my desk to do some fancy filigree. So I don't know. But I also want to do the little kit I have over there. Probably going to open it soon. Maybe after I'm done this, before I start another big project for myself. So in between, just try something fun for me. Alright, I'm gonna pause the show here and reset with a couple of the items that showed up in the mail today that I'm super excited about. I know it's not yarn, but it is mostly crafting stuff and other odds and ends that I've been looking at to make my home life a lot easier, a lot more pleasant, a little more decadent, like I deserve. Just kidding. Got a couple electronical odds and ends. Got myself another charging cable that I leave in my computer now instead of unplugging mine from the wall to transfer my videos, make my life a little bit easier. This one is going to make it so our Wii will work on our 4K TVs, which will be great because we have some really fun games for the kids. This, I was hoping, was going to work with my computer, so my Skull Candy Bluetooth speakers could be used for gaming headset, because the gaming headset my husband got me is insanely big and heavy, but it doesn't work for that. So what it will work for is it'll take from my phone and go to my amp in the living room, and we'll be able to have Bluetooth out there where I don't have to have 50 things on just to listen to a little bit of music in the afternoon. So there's that, and that's super exciting for like $2. It works for a little while, I'll be happy with that. Alright, this is my freebie. He got this one with a lot of credits he was owed for late charges in a lost package. So we decided this one would be great for the hall bathroom. Black Cat and Sink Co. Wash your paws. That kitty being all cute in that little sink. Get a little rubber ducky. I really like this one. I'm looking forward to getting this one done to put in that bathroom. There's no art in that bathroom, and it sadly needs some. Alright, so this one has a little bit of a variation on what I normally get from Diamond Art. Look at the size of my wax. I mean, I have wax from my first set of paintings that I'm still not using yet. Comes with your regular, good to go. Get one of these guys on it. It's not really liking to go on, this pen in particular, so I'm not sure if I can get it off or on. It's going to be a little bit of a tight squeeze. But this one made my day. This is one of those ones that will give you 3 diamonds at the same size, because I do have a couple that this would be useful for, being that I just keep using the same ones over and over, so I'm pretty happy with that. My mom's got a 4-piece one that my nephew and I have had a couple tussles over because it's really useful and really makes these big ones where you have, say, all these D's. 3 will definitely make it go faster. Not that I'm a slow diamond arter, but especially with like this one, I want this one done like yesterday so I can hang it up as soon as possible and work longer on the other ones because they're just for fun. This one I want really bad for regular decor. Okay, this I'm super excited for. This is actually for my son's room. We've decided I need to get one too. I tried it out because he just left it sitting on the stairs for days. It is a tiny humidifier. Use your USB. You plug that sucker in. So I'm just going to grab my USB real quick. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one. That's hilarious. I've got one for my tablet over here and one for my much newer phone, so they're completely different ends. Oh, yeah, so you could do it with the big end here. Personally, I used this one, so I did have the right one. So you press the button, And it gives you a sweet little light show. You can also run it without the lights. And you can just turn it off like that, and it does spray out really nice, and it keeps going, or you can have it do it every few seconds. I'm not going to leave it plugged in because I dried it out for him. But it really works well in a small bedroom. No, I wouldn't use it for like my living room per se. My bigger one for my living room really works well, but for the bedrooms, I definitely will be getting a few more of these. So I just wanted to say hi. Gotten a few new subscribers, which is super exciting. I'm really wanting people to comment more than anything. Just let's talk about yarn. I love the back and forth. I watch a lot of yarn people. If you follow me, I'll check to see if I can follow you. I'll subscribe. I've subscribed to so many people. I'm just not sure how to publish it yet on my page who I've subscribed to. I don't want everything that I'm subscribed to on there, so because there are things for my kids and there's things for like some of the stuff that have nothing to do with yarn that I don't really feel that everyone needs to be looking at, or my preference in music. You get into that because my YouTube, I have a YouTube Premium, and there is a 4 music playlists, and I don't think everybody wants to be seeing that. You'll be there all day, a couple days in fact, because I think it's like 500 saves per playlist or something like that. My watch later is a hodgepodge of crochet, cheats, and how to get through parts of games, how to make doll furniture for Barbie houses. Yeah, there's just some oddball things that I wanted to watch later. Oh, and audiobooks. Speaking of audiobooks, I have been listening to a trilogy. Oh, it wasn't a moth, it's a mosquito. That's better. Either way, I'm still bagging everything up. Anyways, the audiobooks I mentioned, I think 2 videos ago, my Yarn Talk Part 1, where I sit and do this and just talk about weird stuff. Anyways, the audiobooks I'm listening to were not just put on by randoms. They were actually put on by the actual author, Angela Pepper. I love a cozy mystery. I am a cozy mystery. I just love them. I love them. It's just a little sweet piece of puff, and it's not nude. I've tried to enjoy like the romances, but they are very formula induced. Like you read one, you've read them all. There's some slight variations, and then you get into like the weird ones of like shifters and stuff, and okay, they're mating. What a nice way to put that. I feel uncomfortable. I mean, my kids are sitting right there and I'm reading smut next to them. Don't get me wrong, there's a time for that, but that is not my everyday read. I like a good mystery. I find with the mysteries, there are sometimes you are pleasantly surprised by characters or how things worked out, and oftentimes they're pretty funny. So they got the murder and stuff, but your characters are just so interesting, well written. I enjoy them. So yeah, I like my horror books sometimes, but I don't have a lot of time for reading right now. I'm always crocheting. So I threw on a couple by Angela Pepper. They're pretty good. Really enjoyed the characters. It was pretty quirky. Eli was the main character's name, and he is become a ghost hunter instead of a delivery driver. So that was an interesting take. He's being haunted by a demon cat, and just a few other things. It's only a trilogy, which is a shame. So I'm 3/4 of the way to the 3rd one, and I'm kind of not finishing it yet because I'm not ready to move on from the characters. I get like that. I get attached. Huge fan of like Percy Jackson because I absolutely have always, always, always been in love with Greek mythology. And I'm a little kid and I had about 4 or 5 different Greek mythology books, and they were my favorite things to look at nonstop. And one of my most favorite games I have is Assassin's Creed Origins. One of the things that really made that game just really, really make it worth it, because it isn't a pricey game and very large. It is a large, intense game. Half the time, I don't even do much besides wander around and stare at all the beautiful, like, their reproduction of the city of Alexandria. Holy, it is mind-boggling, the details that they put in. Hats off, gentlemen, hats off. Wandering around the pyramids in the desert and just the crocodiles popping out of the water. Yes, I will fight a crocodile. I will run from the hippos, but I will fight a crocodile for you. And Roman legions all over the place. So it's a very interesting moment in time. And yeah, I'm absolutely stunned by that game. Well, what I was saying was my favorite part of it is they actually have the museum end of it, where you can go around in a certain mode. And you don't have to be an assassin, but you can go around and do a history tour. And you just walk around the city. You can learn about all the different buildings, how things were made, just everything that is known about that time period and that place. And it is so wonderful. You see everybody walking around in the outfits and the fashion, and everything is there, and the sounds, and oh wow, I'm glad there's not the smell though. I will admit that. History is cool, but the smell of it scares me. There were lots of times in history where people bathed in their own urine. But, no thank you. I think I'll pass on that one. Or wash their clothes in urine, or, just urine. Or didn't wash at all. I'm not a big fan of that. Not a big fan of a lot of perfumes, but I'm not a big fan of not being clean. As I sit in my very cluttered room, this looks really nice and neat behind me, but there's a bit of clutter going on in my room. I have been avoiding putting away my folded laundry again, which is one of my things. I will clean a bathroom 15 times. I will do your dishes. I'll wash your floors. I'll wash your windows. But I hate putting away folded laundry. I'll wash, I'll dry, and I will fold it. But I hate to put it away. So sometimes it just sits for a couple days because I am so funny that way. I have no idea why I have this little thing in me that just, everything else. I've dusted my room 3 times this week because we live in a corner unit and we live right beside farmland, and we get a lot of dust in this corner unit. Sometimes we get like little dust hurricanes up on my patio because it's a corner patio, meaning it's like L-shaped, and we get a lot of dust into our furnace. So it blows all over my house, and so I'm looking at my dresser that has my TV and my computer attached to it for my room, because that's also my office. My main command center is my room. So I don't want my computer getting full of dust. I know what that does to your electronics. It's like smoking around your electronics. Just don't. You gotta blow them out, and you gotta keep it as clean as possible. Like, make sure that your electronics can breathe or they can burn up. I've had that happen with a hard drive, and I lost 6 months worth of baby pictures, and I am still upset because that weekend I had planned on burning them to a CD. That's how long ago this was. To be honest, I still want to burn all my baby pictures of my babies to CDs because the CDs have held up fine. They're in my closet. All my original CDs from back in the day They're fine. I got my old school stuff back there. I really struggle with this digital age, not because of it being digital, but because the lack of actual ownership. My family has spent a lot of money on video games because there's almost all of us have different video games we like to play. If it's not physically in your hand and you've downloaded it, they have the right to take it anytime they want, and they don't have to pay you back. I'm really uncomfortable with that. So it makes me think why am I buying this then? A lot of it you can still get on disc, so if I can get it on a disc, I will. But I'm not crazy about the amount of clutter it makes, having all these things around. But that's a issue that I haven't come across, but I have heard of other people losing out on their investments, because I do consider it to be investment. Yes, it's something you're going to use, but you've invested your hard-earned money into that, which is why, like I said, after this video, while everything on my stuff's being uploaded, there's a good chance I'm going to get all of this covered in plastic bags. I'm just really nervous about it, because we get some big moths, and I know they've been in my room before. And yeah, I don't want all these beautiful pieces to become food for a bug. Anyways, I'm hoping to get this done in the next few days. Can't work on my daughter's present. Oh, my goodness. Okay, so up above, I have 2 banana boxes. Yes, I use boxes to help facilitate my crafting area. I wanted to go up higher, and I don't want to put shelves up there. I don't trust them. Banana box, if it falls, it's not as bad as a wood shelf or something on somebody's head. So, I have banana boxes up there. And one of them, I have my flattened out diamond darts. The ones that are half done, or are done, or ones I'm trying to keep out of people's vision. I had to put a book on top of them. And I had taken the book down because sometimes I use that book as a table in my bed. So if I'm doing something in my bed and I need a tabletop, I'll bring it there and prop up on my pillows and just chill. So I had it down, and I put it on the floor when I was done, and I forgot I put it there, and I left it off for 2 weeks or something. I just hadn't gone up there for anything. I have to stand on a chair to get up there. It is directly across from my vent for my air conditioner. So my air conditioner is on, and it's blowing air, and it's blowing air, and it's blowing air, and it's slowly moving my diamond darts around. The other morning, right after waking up, about 5 minutes, I hadn't even really gotten up. And my daughter's talking to me about her dreams and all that every morning. And diamond art starts falling off of the top, which was really funny. Both my girls look at me, their eyes just huge. I look at them, I'm like, oh, ghosts, diamond art ghosts. They want to play with diamond arts. And my daughters are laughing because they know I'm joking. But my daughter goes over to help me to pick them up. First one she picks up is the one I'm giving to her for her birthday. So she picks it up, looks at it. Oh, this is really pretty. I like the colors. Oh, it hasn't even been started yet. Oh, no, it has been started. I'm like, oh, no. So I may have to go back to the drawing board. We were looking on Temu the other day, and we found some really cute ones for her. Okay, cute for us. She loves sharks. Yeah. She is in love with sharks. She absolutely thinks sharks are the best. And I found this diamond art with about 15 different types of sharks And in the middle is a great big like white shark, and he's got his mouth open, he's coming right at you like Jaws style. Then the other ones are all like silhouetted behind him in the water. I think she might have to have that one for herself. Forget the unicorns, forget the kittens. She wants sharks. Okay, what am I supposed to say? No, you can't have sharks. No, you're not allowed to like sharks. So, anyways, that's what I've been up to for the last couple days. Playing with my yarn, cleaning the house, doing the mom thing.